The first time I got my period, I discovered that my menstrual blood was floating in the air. Terrified, I fell to the ground, but in doing so, I accidentally manipulated the blood and severed the main artery in my mother's neck. I was so scared that I wet myself on the spot. Hearing my screams, my father rushed in. Facing his interrogation and my own overwhelming guilt, my powers went out of control again. The blood on the floor shot straight through my father, riddling him with holes. My sister happened to witness this bloody scene. Just like that,
You killed them. You're a monster.
my once happy family was destroyed by my superpower, and I became an orphan. Before long, I learned to control my abilities and grew accustomed to life without parents. To prove to my sister that I wasn't a monster, I began training even harder. I pulled out a dagger and sliced 2 cuts across my palms. The next second, blood floated up from my hands into the air, taking on a life of its own to protect me. This is my superpower, hemokinesis. But at that moment, I had no idea just how powerful this ability truly was. I simply kept hitting targets over and over. Yet during training, tears streamed uncontrollably down my face. If only I had been able to control my power back then, maybe the tragedy would never have happened. The more I thought about it, the more I blamed myself. Only after knocking down every last target did I finally collapse to the ground. But now was not the time for grief, because today was a special day for me. I had received my acceptance letter from Godolkin University. Graduating from here would allow me to become a superhero who fights crime. The moment I stepped onto campus, I was amazed by all kinds of superpowers. Some people could fly through the air, others could turn invisible, and my roommate Emma had the ability to shrink. Just as I was basking in the joy of starting college, something unexpected happened. I had been assigned to the School of Performing Arts. You see, Godolkin University has 2 main schools. One is the crime-fighting program represented by the Lamplighter, from which many superheroes have graduated. The other is the School of Performing Arts represented by the Countess, a place dedicated to teaching superhumans singing and dancing. And I had been placed in the latter, which meant I would never have a chance to make it big. But I clearly remembered applying for the former. After some inquiry, I learned that my application had been rejected by the professor's assistant. While we were arguing, the professor suddenly walked in and shot the assistant. The girl who had been standing there just moments ago transformed into a man. It turned out he was Jordan, ranked 2nd in the school, with the ability to switch genders at will. I pleaded with the professor, hoping he would give me a chance. But in his eyes, I was nothing more than a clown. He advised me not to stick around and embarrass myself any further, then kicked me out. I thought my dream of becoming a superhero was over, but what happened next completely changed my fate. A truant student suddenly went berserk on the street, injuring fully armed security guards and flipping cars weighing several tons with his bare hands. Seeing this, I transformed my blood into a whip and tripped the student. However, when the guards closed in again, he became extremely violent and said something strange.
I'm not going back to the fucking woods!
The next second, a garbage bin appeared out of nowhere and trapped him. A group of security guards rushed over and subdued him completely.